Hey, happy Tuesday. So, today, wanted to talk about something that is on a lot of people's minds. Is the market going to crash? So, I don't think so. And I want to explain my reasons why I don't think the market is going to crash. We are seeing a lot of extra inventory hit the market. However, this is typical of the springtime. It's an early spring. Typically, we only see homes starting to come on the market in March, but we're seeing a lot of activity, a lot of homes coming on sooner. We're seeing them come on early February. Why is this important? Well, we still have the same demand that we've had all of these years. And back in the recession of 2008 to 2010, builders did not build homes. And we had a ton of inventory sitting on the market, a ton of loan fraud, and the entire market had to correct itself. Fast forward, we have tons of people, buyers entering the market, and still a shortage of housing from way back when. Between 2008 and 2010, or really 2012, there were not enough housing starts. So going into COVID, we were already negative 5 million homes that we needed to sustain the demand from buyers aging up into the time frame that they would buy. So with that being said, we have not sold a ton of homes the last couple years that the interest rates have been up. And so the pent-up demand has grown even larger. There are 9 million people, the ages of 25 to 34, that are still living with their parents. Okay. So there are 9 million people that are the age that they would be buying homes. I believe the average age of someone to buy their first home in America is 33. So, those folks are aging up into the time that they would buy a home. Okay. So with that being said, the last couple years, we've only sold 4 point something million homes instead of 6. So there's demand is still there, and we're not selling as many homes as we should. And I think people are really waiting on the sidelines. They're waiting on the fence for the rates to go down, because yes, sometimes I believe the rate has a direct influence in affordability. And especially if these guys don't have any money saved up, even if you were having to do an FHA loan or even 100% financing, which is either 0% down or 3.5% down, you still need to cough up closing costs. You still need to, sometimes now they're saying you have to pay your own agent. So with that being said, you still have to have some money. You can get a gift from parents. So a lot of these guys can get a non-refundable gift letter from a parent to buy a home, but there hasn't been any inventory. A lot of people are locked in those 3% rates, the sellers, or less, and they don't know where they would move, because they would get half the house for the money they're paying now, with the interest rates being that they are. So there isn't a lot of inventory. However, especially during the winter, we never see people sell their homes over Christmas unless they have to. So now we're going into the spring. We're seeing inventory pick up because people have to move. There are people that have all of the life events, births, deaths, job change, relocation, all the things. So those folks are listing their homes, and we're starting to see some bidding wars, homes going over asking, even with a 7% interest rate or 6.75 or whatever they are today. So I know that the market is not going to crash, because as soon as this inventory hits and the rates go down even a little bit, we will see millions of people get off the fence to buy a home. So that's really why my opinion is that I have a lot of education behind this. I do this for a living. I've been involved in real estate as my career for 26 years. And so I think it's important to know all of the factors of why we don't think it's going to crash. Also, there's something you should also consider when determining this, that the market is not going to crash. 50%, so boomers own, I think, 43% of the real estate out there, and 50% of them don't owe a mortgage. So they own their home 100%. Okay. And the other 50% of the boomers, roughly, have a 50% equity stake in their homes. So there is really no reason for them to fire sale or, throw all their homes on the market and take losses, because they don't owe more than 50% of what it's worth. They actually, a bunch of them owe nothing. So if they were actually to put their homes on the market and cash out and go retire somewhere, then that would enable all these first-time home buyers to enter the market. Now, my prediction is, if we do see a lot of these homes hit the market, what I do know, based on some research and some articles that I've seen from very smart organizations, is that most of these boomers have not kept up updating these homes. So it might be really interesting to see a bunch of homes hit the market over the next few years that are like really dated. And so, just my prediction is that we're going to see like an influx of interior designers, architects, rehabbers. We're going to see a lot of people try to take advantage of this, get one of these homes for a deal, put a bunch of sweat equity in it, and turn around and sell it to a first-time home buyer, like ready to go, right? Like beautiful, 2025-ish and not 1997-ish. So anyway, I see that happening. You might disagree with me. If you do, feel free to reply back to this email or this video. But this is my 2 cents about why the market is not going to crash. I hope you have a great day and happy Valentine's weekend.